Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be making some fan creations in our own style and trying to make them a lot better. Now, when I first had this idea, I was thinking, all right, whatever the worst fan models is, do that and try to make it insanely better. Let's go to this tweet so I could show you guys some of the submissions for me to remake. So I tweeted right here, working on a video, remaking fan models. If you got a model you want me to remake, try to upgrade, or make in my style, send a pic below to be featured. Now we got a ton of super talented developers making some pretty crazy stuff. Most notably, let me scroll. Where is it, man? This guy, okay? All right. And then he posts this, which is very nice. All right, it's a very nice build. And when I went to its comments, it said, there's no way he can remake that. It's too good. All right, so if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will try to remake this build right here, okay? 1,000 likes though, it's gotta be a lot because it's gonna take me a while and I won't be able to use that for anything because obviously it's not my original build, but there's that. Anyways, this idea came about and I wanted to find the worst model to remake for this one, and then we'll do some of the crazy ones for a bit different of a video. For example, this one, which looks like they mainly used planes and then kind of, you know, yeah, I think I know how to do that one. But this guy, man, where is it at? Oh, also this, I'll give you 10k Robux if you pull it off. If you guys want me to do that challenge as well, let your boy know. But here it is, guys. When I first thought of this idea, let's grab the ones that I think I could upgrade the most. And here we go. Would like to see you remake one of these, a flamethrower and a gold machine. Obviously, I'm picking the flamethrower because I just feel like there's a lot more ideas with it. So here's the picture of our starting. I have it pulled up over here as well, so I have that as a reference. And now let's hop into Blender and make our own version of this and then send him the file for it. All right, so now that we're here in Blender, I'd be amiss to not drink a sip of my Sunny D. Yes, I'm still a child in my heart. Anyways, we're in Blender and I think we're gonna start out with the two tanks, these two red guys right here. I feel like they're both fuel supplies. I don't know what else they would be, but that's where we're gonna start. And one more thing, I am gonna change it up a little bit because if I did the exact same flamethrower, well, we wouldn't get the best of results. So to start things off, let's just grab a cylinder. Let's make this, I don't know, about 16 sides, shade smooth, and then auto smooth. And now let's get sort of a tank look. So I'm gonna grab this, 2 loop cuts, expand it a little bit. We don't need proportional editing on. Something like that gives us a pretty cool shape. And then I think I'm gonna bevel the top and bottom face. Just like this. Gives us more of a rounded aesthetic. Now I do think the top should be a little longer than the bottom. This will be our bottom tank of the gun. Now I'm gonna duplicate this. Let's press G to raise it up. R -90 to get that flipped. And then I think this one is gonna be even longer than that. Something like this. All right, so these will be our 2 sort of gas tanks here. Now it's gonna take me a minute to get these proportions right, so I'm gonna mess around and see if I can come up with something. All right, guys, so I changed it up just a little bit. Definitely added some more details to the cans because I thought those are fun. Here's my basic idea. Very rough block out, but we'll have our trigger in here, a pipe as the stock, so we're keeping that like a homemade aesthetic, I guess. And then, of course, a flamethrower can't work off the 2 cans because there's no flame if they both hold the gas. The way a flamethrower works is basically throwing gas out the front and catching a lighter, for example. Have you ever taken a lighter and then sprayed Axe at it? And boom, it's a flamethrower. So up here, we're gonna have like a torch, basically. This is where the flame comes from, and then all of the gas shoots through here. I might have some terminology incorrect for all the flamethrower pros out there, but I think we're on a pretty good start to this one. All right, guys, so I've been adding some detail. I got rid of the whole handle area because, bro, I don't know if I want to make it like a gas pump handle, like filling up your car. I think that'd be pretty cool, but I also feel like this is a little bit more than homemade. I added a lot of bevels. I think I want to add something here. Let's go ahead and have a cylinder and then rotate that 90 degrees. And I'm thinking some sort of like I don't even know what it would be called, but like a gripper type thing where we could do, let's just tab into edit mode so our sizing is right, SX, bring it over there. Let's put this right here and have this like this, and then something like this, guys, and we'll grab every other one of these lines just like this, and then scale them down. Remind me, I need to change this, scale individual origins. Yeah, so something like this, and then we have a cool gripper thing. Of course, auto smooth it. Looks good. And then I need to figure out, how to connect everything. I'm thinking either ropes, like having ropes around this to connect it, or like some strings, something like that. And then I've also made this little attachment here to turn on and off this this gas source. I think that's pretty cool. I need to make the attachments for this to this, and then an attachment for here to the handle whenever I figure out what I'm doing with the handle. But so far, this thing's looking not too bad. So far, so good with this flamethrower. I think up next, I want to add, let's do like some straps to hold on the actual torch. And I think I have a sort of cheat way to do this, but we're gonna try. So we're gonna grab a cube, bring it down over here. Let's go into our wireframe mode, then S and X, because I want to have like 2 bands, I think. Something like that. Grab our face select mode, and guys, I'm gonna try to do something a little weird. Let's rotate this so it fits nicely. Have this right here, and as you can see, it kind of fits. Now let's go into our mode this way. I hate moving that cursor to use the spin tool. It always just makes my parts like not even. But we're gonna do S and Y. Scale this in like so. Grab the top face, S and Y, to scale that in. I don't know if that's right. I'm confusing myself. Yeah, that looks all right. And then we're gonna need a loop cut right here. Let's do S and Y. And we're just trying to fit around this bottle. S and Y, and then one more loop cut. And now, as you can see, it's sort of a rope type thing. We're gonna do a couple more things to make this look better. Let's delete the faces because I just don't think they're important. Just like this, X, delete faces. And now we're going to add a solidify modifier. Just like that, let's thicken it up quite a bit, I think. Something around here. Like, you want it to look pretty thick. I'm gonna do one more just so it's at a nice 0.15. And then I'm gonna try a subdivision surface modifier. It's gonna need a little work, but I think it will be possible. So let's grab this and this, bring those out with S and Y. And then we're gonna do the same with the top ones. S and Y. So I think we're gonna need to bring the inside ones out some. We could bring this up and add loop cuts here and here, something like that. And I feel like the whole inside just needs to get moved back so it's a bit thinner. So I'm gonna grab this, and then I think it'd be S shift. I always get confused. So that's like that. We don't want it to scale on X, so S shift X, I believe. Yep, there we go. All right, it got a little messed up. We just gotta move that back up here, and it doesn't look too bad. Let's shade smooth. That's not bad. All of this, of course, it needs a little work. All right, definitely not like the cleanest, but it's not the worst. So I'm actually gonna just duplicate it, move it back, and then on this one, oh wow, this topology appears a little messy, but it's okay. We're gonna move this to make it thicker. I think that's pretty cool. And then just move it back some, and now we have some bands holding on the torch. I think that looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and apply our modifiers. Okay, at least the topology isn't bad actually on them, just on the modifiers, so nothing to worry about. Now that we have those done, what else can we add to this? We definitely need to spruce up this grip a little bit. It just looks a little too blocky for the rest of the mesh, so I guess that's what we're gonna do next. And then I think we might be coolin'. Maybe something else up here too, so it looks a little less bland. For the grip, I'm probably gonna add another thing kind of like this, but just around the grip. All right, I think to finish off this flamethrower, we're gonna do a cool little Boolean thing here. That's just another modifier, guys. Boolean, and then we're gonna set our object to these, and then we're just gonna press H on these to hide. Now this does look cool, but I did forget that this is hollow on the inside, so I'm gonna have to grab that, and I think I'll just go into edit mode, grab this whole section. We're gonna not grab this loop, if I could actually grab it. We're not gonna grab this one or this one, and then we're just gonna bridge edge loops. So now we have something that looks like that, and I think this is actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and apply this. Now we do have a couple of shading errors on here, one being right here, and then there is one more on this handle, but those are the only shading errors, and I think this thing actually looks pretty cool. I'm gonna make sure the parts that need to be separate are separate, and then we're gonna take it into Roblox Studio to color it, I guess. Oh, I gotta fix up here as well. To do that, I'm gonna just grab proportion proportional editing because it is a lifesaver. We're not going to grab as much, maybe a little bit more. Bring this out some, and we'll bring it this way. There we go. That looks pretty good. And I think the flamethrower is done, other than a cool texture. Let's make sure all our faces are the correct way. Looks good to me. And now let's take it into Roblox and get an awesome texture on here. Wow, this is fantastic. Unable to import all 26 items. That's great. Let's just try again. Apply all, and let's see. Yeah, Roblox was just being a bit temperamental, I guess. Okay, so it imported like 4, and then, bro, what is this? What is this, man? Okay, so we got these parts, man. All right, after uploading it a couple more times, it looks like Roblox is gonna let your boy fully, there we go. Everything's uploaded, we're good. And there it is. This thing's kind of a beauty, I ain't gonna lie. Now, I am gonna get some material variants going on so we can make this thing look pretty cool. I think we're gonna try to find some sort of rusty, like, just something. I know I want this black, so we'll just make those that color. I want this in the red area. We're gonna make it pretty harsh. That could be black as well. This could be black. I don't know. All right, guys, we've got some rust materials loaded up. This is rust panel, which I think looks pretty cool. It is a bit dark for the whole thing, so we're probably not going to use that one. We have this. Ooh, I actually kind of love this one. We would have to lighten up the colors a little bit, but I do really like this one. We might end up using it. Let's see what this one looks like. Nah, that's not it. This is a little bit like just better, actually. This one's a lot better. Now, I will say, I forgot to separate a few things. For example, like I should have separated these rings on all the bottles. The end of this one, forgot to do it. I want to make this red. I think that'd look cool. But yo, this thing looks pretty cool, man. If we go grab the one from Twitter right here, let's snip tool it and let's peep the before and the after, guys. Look at this. I think we did a pretty good job, and I do think that is gonna wrap it up. If you would like this flamethrower right here, you can get it on my website for $1. The link will be down below in the description. It will be an FBX file, so you can make it whatever color you want. But I think that is gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.